Are you a personal trainer trying to take your business to the next level? Maybe you'd like to go online and build an amazing online fitness coaching business, making 5 or 10 grand per month, maybe even more. Well, if you are trying and nothing seems to be working, I'm gonna reveal the 5 mistakes that you're probably making that you're not even aware of. So follow along with me. But before I get into it, let me know if you have felt any of these feelings before, because I sure have. Overworked and burned out, delivering like 20, 30 hours of personal training per week. Dealing with annoying clients who cancel last minute, but you know you have to keep them because they're paying your bills. Getting sick and tired of cleaning gym equipment and picking up after people who can't put the weights back. Deeply despising the 4 a.m. wake ups to either open the gym or train a client, or the late night evening coaching sessions. Or maybe you're tired of getting ghosted by clients who say, I need to think about it. If you have felt any of the above, then you've probably been making some mistakes, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to fix those. The first mistake I see a lot of PTs making is focusing on building a fancy website. And I'm gonna explain why this is such a mistake. Building an amazing website takes time, and it can cost a little bit of money that you don't really need to be spending. Your website is only as good as the traffic that runs towards it. So if there's no traffic, there's no money. And the likelihood is if you're struggling as a PT, you probably don't have much traffic anyway. Another thing is, why build a website if you haven't got a proven organic marketing strategy, whether that's your online coaching or even in the gym? It doesn't make sense. Alongside that, having a poor website actually devalues your coaching brand. So it doesn't make sense again. Essentially, the problem that I have with people that focus on this website thing is your energy is actually in the wrong place and you're focusing on the wrong things. And then lastly, if you are building an online coaching business, you don't even need a website. There's social media. Instagram alone has 1.1 billion active monthly users, and you can put your testimonials on Instagram. You can have a link to a booking call on Instagram, and you can show your content and give value on Instagram. Therefore, you probably don't need a website. Don't get me wrong, you might want to get one at some point down the line as you continue to build your online fitness empire, but at the start, you really don't need it. So that is mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 is not tracking data. There are too many coaches out here who do not keep a hold of their former clients' details, people that have inquired about their services. It's a mess. If you want to be a fitness business owner, you need to get into the habit of tracking data. The numbers don't lie. Every single free taster session you've given away, you should have that person's email, phone number in a list. All your old clients, all your current clients, everybody should be in a formatted list. If you're working in a gym, you should be tracking how many conversations are you having per day. Again, if you know these numbers, then you can maximize your opportunity to get more clients and more leads. If you're an online coach, how many DMs are you sending per day? How many conversations are you having per day? All of this is really, really important, because the more numbers you know, the more smart, logical decisions you can make with your coaching business. Another thing to track: how many calls are you getting booked per week? How many consultations are you having? How many sales are you making in a month? How many unsuccessful sales calls are you having in a month? What's your most common objection that you're getting in a sales call? What's your show-up rate for all of these calls? Guys, I think you understand the point I'm making here. If you are a PT who is not tracking data, you simply cannot optimize your business, because what gets tracked gets optimized. And if you choose to ignore that, your business is probably not gonna go that far. Number 3, and this is a big mistake that almost every PT I know makes, and that is not following up. Do you know how much money is in the follow-up? Come on, guys. According to a study by Brevet, 80% of sales require an average of 5 follow-ups. So if you ain't even following up once, what do you expect to happen? However, in that same study, they found that 44% of sales reps only follow up once before giving up. And after 4 follow-ups, 94% of sales reps gave up. So with that being said, you need to be following up at least 6 to 8 times. If someone says I need to think about it, you message them once a week, twice a week. You need to find out what's going on and what are they thinking about. And I noticed that most coaches don't follow up because they're scared of being annoying. Listen, I'd rather be annoying than broke. And you can follow up in different ways: text message, phone call, email, video, voice note, WhatsApp. There's different ways of following up, and they probably haven't started working out anyway. The amount of times I've called people after a consultation call and 2 months later they probably gain another 10 pounds is beyond me. Always follow up. I was a bit emotional about that one. Okay. Point 4. Coaches are failing to define their niche. They're too scared of niching down because they think that it's going to exclude too many people. That's the wrong mentality, and that's probably why you aren't generating any income. Because if you speak to everyone, no one listens. And here's my favorite one. Who makes more money, a brain surgeon or a local GP? Probably the brain surgeon. But instead of thinking about niching down to one person, I want you to think about niching down to one problem. What is the problem that your program fixes? Once you can work that out, the people that need that problem solved are gonna come to you. But if you continue to try and be a jack of all trades, you will be a master of none. If you're really struggling to work out who your niche is, what problems you solve, think about your own personal transformation and maybe your favorite clients or the best client results that you've ever had. And that will give you a springboard to be successful with your online coaching business. And this is the final point, point 5. And that is undercharging, charging less than you are worth. If you are a PT or an online coach charging less than £150 a month, you are really gonna struggle to grow and scale your coaching business, unfortunately, because your margins are gonna be so low. You've put in all this time as a coach, getting your qualifications, paying for certificates, and you're gonna charge under £100 for your coaching programs. It doesn't make sense. You can't be scared to charge what you're worth. If you come across as cheap, people are gonna treat you like you're cheap. But there are people out there who like to pay for a premium, high quality service. You need to know where they are and how to find them. And ultimately, undercharging can cause resentment because you start to feel like you're giving all this value and all this work, but this person is not even paying X amount for what it's worth. And that can cause you to not deliver like you should do. One last point I wanna make, which really resonates with me. If you aren't confident to charge what you're worth, then why should the client be confident in you? Think about that one. If you're guilty of any of this, don't worry, there is a way you can fix this. I've been in your shoes and I've made every single mistake I just listed. It took me a little bit of time. I did not get there overnight, but eventually I worked out some systems and some ways that I can create in a program that made me happy and made the money that I wanted. If you do want to grow your online coaching business, just smash the like button and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and hopefully you will find some value in what I'm giving you. All right, peace.